As my company was recently going through restructuring, I sensed a shift in how leaders were expected to lead. A leader shift. In this reflection, I saw myself as collaborative. I value diverse perspectives. I moved teams forward. I delivered results. In many situations, that approach worked. But relationships and leadership doesn't happen in a vacuum. Different moments require different behaviors. And I always hadn't adjusted mine. I realized I was often leading from my comfort zone, not always the situation in front of me. I had to admit what got me here wasn't going to get me there. That's when I knew I needed a clearer reflection on my leadership. So I asked for 360 feedback. When I asked my peers to complete a 360 evaluation, I expected validation, at least clarity. What they would see is what I saw. What I got, though, was perspective and perception. The leader I believe I am isn't always how others see me, whether it's a leader or a peer, someone different in the organization, or a customer. In steady moments, my leadership felt collaborative and empowering. There was equilibrium. It was easy. In the fast-changing, high-pressure ones, it felt different. And yes, I use a sense of humor at times. That insight forced a shift, not in who I am, but how I led. And that really struck a chord in me because I knew it wasn't about me, who I am, my identity, what I bring to the team, what I bring to the company. It was really how I was coming, how authentic I could be. Was I willing to step out? That decision to do a 360 evaluation wasn't a requirement. Frankly, it would have been a lot easier. Sometimes I'd rather not look in that mirror. Let's just put that away. But I wanted to grow, not just as a leader when things were calm, but as a leader when time was tight, pressure high, and perspectives collided. The evaluation wasn't about performance scores. It was about connection. It was about perception. It was about contribution, being better as a team, being better as a person. Perception, as it turns out, is leadership reality. Some feedback from the 360 evaluations affirmed what I had hoped for, while one theme really surprised me. In stable situations, my leadership felt empowering. It was empowering. I conveyed vision, passion for my company, for my team. Last year, a new hire training program I developed received overwhelming feedback from leadership as well as those team members. Leaders commented how they noticed improved performance and effectiveness of the team. It's what every leader would hope for, and what I was hoping not only for the program, but more importantly for the team. In fast-changing and stressful situations, it could feel directive, not unkind, not intentional, but noticeable. That was my mirror moment. A member of my team was struggling. Missed deadlines, missed goals, poor communication. I stepped in. I showed him where he felt short, goals, deadlines, communication, and pressed upon him, you need to improve. Not so harshly, but that directive style certainly came through. I provided direction on how to improve from my perspective, what worked for me. No surprise, that didn't go so well. Thankfully, shifting my leadership approach and his increased accountability actually changed the dynamic in his performance. This situation wasn't a failure. I wasn't a failure. Rather, it was an invitation to adapt. I realized I wasn't leading wrong. I just wasn't leading flexibly enough. Through this experience and 360 feedback, I realized 3 adjustments that I needed to change to be an improved and effective leader in a new age, new time, which is high-paced and high pressure. The first thing that I adjusted is matching my style to the moment. I learned to ask myself, is this moment a direct for direction or dialogue? Does the team need clarity or space? Flexibility became a style, not a compromise. Number two, slow down when I wanted to speed up. Under pressure, my instincts is efficiency. Let's go get it done. Let's get it. Let's do it. But adaptability requires something counterintuitive for me. Pausing, listening longer, inviting clarity with action. Productivity improved not because I moved faster, but because we moved together. The third thing is replacing assumptions with check-ins. I stopped assuming alignment and I started confirming it. Simple questions such as, how is this landing? How is my message? What do you need from me right now? How can I support you? What's missing? Adaptability turned into leadership, into partnership. Fast forward to today, my leadership style looks a lot less than having all the right answers. Let's just go get it done. It's more like having the right questions. Yes, and having some humor as I kind of laugh along the way in this speech. It looks like adjusting my style, but not losing myself, staying productive and bringing along the people with me and being alongside them. And most importantly for me is being confident enough to evolve. 360 evaluation didn't change who I am, as I said before. That was so important for me. I really felt like I had to change. There was something wrong with me. I refined how I showed up. I began choosing flexibility over defensiveness, curiosity over comfort, and adaptability over habit. Leadership is not static. It moves people. It moves with people. It bends with circumstances. It grows when we allow it to grow. And as I close, I leave you with these three thoughts around your leadership and for consideration. The strongest leaders are not consistent. The best ones are adaptable. The best ones are reliable. Sometimes the mirror that I wanted to avoid actually turned out to be a gift and a grace.